Let's be real, AI is absolutely everywhere now, and most of us are still kind of fumbling around trying to figure out how to actually work with it. It feels like you have two choices, right? Either you ignore it and get left behind, or you just use it as a fancy copy and paste tool. But what if there's a better way? A way to turn AI into a genuine creative partner? Well, there is, and it's a pretty brilliant framework.
And this quote right here from Albert Tan, it just lays it all out. This is a totally new way to think about our relationship with artificial intelligence. It's not about you against the machine. It's not even about you just using the machine. No, it's about setting up a structured conflict, your human idea clashing with an AI challenge, to create something that is just genius. So, what's the big problem we're even trying to solve here? Well, it's this AI dilemma. See, most people fall into one of two traps when they start using these tools. And honestly, neither one leads to great work. And this pretty much sums up our current reality, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the people who are fighting AI. They're ignoring it, they're afraid of it, or they're trying to ban it. On the other side, you have folks cheating with AI, just copy-pasting answers, letting it do all the work, and letting their own skills get rusty. Both of these are total dead ends. One is a fast track to becoming obsolete, and the other leads to just boring, uninspired work. This is the big question, right? We don't have to pick between being a Luddite or being a robot's assistant. There is a third path, a model for working with AI that actually makes us smarter, not lazier.
And that path is called the synthetic dialectic. It's a framework from Albert Tan that completely flips the script on how we talk to AI. It turns a simple command and response into this dynamic, creative dance. Let's break down what that actually means.
Okay, so this whole thing is really a modern twist on a classic philosophical idea, the Hegelian dialectic. The original concept is pretty simple. You start with an idea, the thesis, then you introduce a conflicting idea, the antithesis. And from the clash between those two, a new, better idea emerges, the synthesis. The synthetic dialectic just gives the human the role of thesis, and the AI the role of antithesis. It basically forces a fight on purpose, because that conflict is what creates a better result. Now, I know it sounds a little academic, but the process itself is incredibly simple. Tan breaks it all down into what he calls a three-step spar.
Yep, just 3 steps. That's all it takes to shift from using AI as a crutch to using it as a true sparring partner.
All right, here's how it works. You start with the human prime. That's your core idea, the thesis. Then comes the artificial challenge, where you get the AI to generate the antithesis. And finally, the integration, where you merge the two into a brand new synthesis. Let's dive into each one. Step 1 is all you, and it's maybe the most crucial part. You have to start with a raw, purely human idea, no technology. I'm serious. Close the laptop, put the phone away. This is just you and a blank page. It's so important because it makes sure that the starting point, your thesis, is actually original and comes from your own brain. Now, this is where the magic happens. You take your human idea and you feed it to the AI. But, and this is key, you don't ask it to make this better. No, you ask it to challenge you. You say, what are the biggest flaws in this argument? Or write a strong case for the exact opposite of my idea. You are intentionally creating a conflict. That's your antithesis.
And finally, integration. This is where your human judgment is everything. You look at your original idea and the AI's harsh critique side by side. You're the editor of this conflict. Your job is to pull the strongest parts from both sides, figure out the tension, and create a final synthesis. And that result is going to be something way more powerful than what you or the AI could have ever made on your own. So, why is this such a big deal? Well, because it totally changes the role of AI in your work. It stops being a crutch that you just lean on and becomes a partner that you actually spar with. And, just look at the difference in the outcomes here. Using AI as a crutch, you get generic output, your own skills start to fade, and you become totally dependent on it. But using it as a sparring partner, whoa, you start generating truly novel ideas, you actually enhance your own skills, and you achieve creative independence. This is the key takeaway, for sure. Other methods have you either battling against AI or just becoming its servant. The synthetic dialectic is the only framework that really puts you in the ring with AI as an equal, as a sparring partner that makes you sharper.
And what's really cool is that this whole way of thinking is future-proof. It honestly doesn't matter how advanced AI gets. The core human skill of taking an idea, seeking out its strongest opposition, and creating a new solution, that is timeless. This framework just helps us apply that skill to the crazy new tech we have today.
So as we wrap this up, the message is crystal clear. The future of creative work, of intellectual work, it's not about man versus machine. It's all about synthesis. It's about our ability to manage the debate, to hold two opposing ideas in our mind at once, and build a new path forward.
So I'll just leave you with this thought. The next time you're working on a project, the next big idea you have, don't just ask how AI can help you write it. Ask yourself a better question. What is its antithesis? And how can you use AI to find it, to challenge yourself, and to create something truly genius?